And some of those who won at the general elections have been speaking about their performance in 100 days. One of them, Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel, restated his administration's commitments to its 5-point agenda of wealth creation, economic and political inclusion, poverty alleviation, infrastructure consolidation and expansion, as well as job creation. The governor gave these assurances during a statewide broadcast in Uyo, the state capital. He noted that 100 days is not enough to fully assess the success of any administration, but maintained that his administration has laid a solid foundation for enduring industrial growth.
We spared no effort in putting blocks and bricks together to build truly magnificent edifice that we will fervently desire Akwa Ibom State to be. We have performed groundbreaking ceremonies of new industries while resuscitating the moribund ones. Powered by a foreign direct investment policy, we have laid foundation for automobile industry, a lead factory, ShopRite Mall, a broadcast complex, and of recent, a fertilizer company. Meanwhile, peacock paint industry has come alive, just like life is being breathed on other ailing industries. I call on us to eschew rancor and bitterness and stop fanning the embers of ethnicity and divisiveness. Let us rekindle the light of brotherliness that was lit and handed to us by our forebears. Let us continue with the tradition of unity which we inherited from our founding fathers. It is not in error that this day falls in the month our beloved state was created. It is not for nothing that we came in through divine mandate. Akwa Ibom State under my watch shall flourish like a palm tree because God is with us.
And those were the words of Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel on his assessment of his 100 days in office in this new tenure. And speaking of 100 days in office, he's not the only one who's been talking about their record thus far. In the southwest, Ogun State Governor Bukola Amosu has urged residents of the state to keep hope alive, noting that the current challenges across the country are but a passing phase. In a press statement signed by the Secretary to the state government, Barrister Taiwo Adeoluwa, the governor thanked the people of the state for their faith in his administration. In his words, challenges are human phenomena. Great nations of today had at one time or the other been confronted with challenges which they successfully surmounted. Your unflinching support saw us through the first term. I have no doubt that your unwavering solidarity will make us to surpass expectations in our second term in office. End of quote. According to the statement, the administration has spent the last 100 days restructuring finances due to the sudden economic downturn in the economy, participating in the federal government bailout program with the active support of the House of Assembly, and the Treasury Single Account, TSA, which they introduced in 2011, has now gotten nationwide acceptance to help block leakages in the system. The coalition of civil society groups in Nigeria has thrown its weight behind President Buhari in his fight against corruption, urging him to do more to ensure that corruption, especially in the judiciary, is thrown out of the country. The national chairman of the group, Comrade Iso Basi Edem, made the call in Calabar, the Cross River state capital, while speaking to newsmen on the activities of some institutions and the political class in the state, geared towards sabotaging the efforts of the president in the anti-graft war. Speaking on the National and State Assembly Election Petition Tribunal in the state, the group maintains that justice should prevail and frowned against delays at the tribunal. The group, made up of 47 civil society and liberty groups, urges the president not to relent in its efforts towards ensuring that sanity is restored to the judiciary and all matters tabled before the tribunal reflect the interests of the masses.
We note that the wind of change and the anti-corruption is touching the nooks and crannies of our socio-political frames. We believe in the eclat of the tribunal and their posture on the dignity and integrity of the judiciary. It is also our position that our patrimony, which was looted, scandalized, and submerged in murky waters by the political class, would eventually be liberated by the judiciary. It is our belief that the tribunal should not overindulge the respondents.
South, the Niger Delta Development Commission, the NDDC, has commenced its community development cleanup exercise across the Niger Delta states. More than 700 youth are expected to participate in this program. The management of the commission says that the program is aimed at creating employment for the youth in the region, which will in turn make them useful to the society at large.
The idea of the management team is to engage youth in ways that will intervene on the declining fortunes of youth in terms of employment generation, in ways that will see them, contributing to the cleanliness of the environment through, the opening of drainages, removal of dirt from major roads, and even to an extent where we have seen youth entering people's compounds and making sure that there are no deaths there.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Still to come, containing cancer prevalence across the Nigerian states. Please stay with us.